Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for game number 3 as your Holy Family Fire take on the St. Michael Albertville Knights here in Maple Grove. This is the third game in the Premier Holiday Classic in the Grove. This is your JV matchup between the Fire and the Knights. Varsity will be playing at 2:30 later this afternoon. We've got a couple changes in the lineup for the JV fellas this afternoon. We've got Johnny Hussey, Kieran Padosh, and Mason Fashing taking the ice for the Fire and helping out the JV boys. They haven't struggled thus far here in Maple Grove. 2 convincing wins, one against the Totino Grace Eagles and another against the Gentry Academy Stars. Both wins by 7. They're scoring touchdowns out here in the Grove, and they're looking to continue their hot scoring streak into this third game. That one's going to go long for an icing. The Fire making my job a little bit harder today, wearing the white sweaters, no names on the back. But I think I've got them down, so we should be... All right, there's a rip from the point. That one's gloved up by the Knights netminder. In between the pipes for the Fire this afternoon is number 1, Jack Forsman. And for the Knights, in net, we have, I believe that's number 38, and there's a missile, an absolute snipe. The amount of post-in, bar-down shots I've seen from this JV team this season is absurd. And that was number 36, Brady Nelson. That kid's definitely got a shooting tarp in his garage. The way he picked out that top right corner to put the Fire up by 1 with 13:30 to go in the first period. That's been a common theme during this holiday classic for the Fire. They score fast and they score early. And it only took Nelson a minute and a half to get the Fire on the scoreboard this afternoon. Here's Hoffman on the draw. Back to Mesner. Mesner fires. That one goes off a shin pad. Fahey will pick that one up back to Mesner. Up to Flannery, chipping it to Hoffman. Hoffman muscles off a check. He rips that one up into the netting for a whistle. It took all of my willpower this morning to not go back to McDonald's for breakfast. I had the most delicious breakfast sandwich yesterday, but I settled for a bowl of cereal instead. But we're here and we're firing nonetheless, and so are the boys. Up by 1. That one pops out of the zone. Mesner laying the body there. Now Mesner with it again. Doshin will pick that one up. He regroups for Mesner. Up the middle to Fahey, who'll chip that one in. Fashing hard on the forecheck. Fashing will win that one in the corner. In the slot for Hussey, who fires. That one goes wide. Padosh down low. Now Hussey on the half wall. Fashing will rip that one. Rebound out in front. And that one gets pushed out of the zone. Great stick by Mesner to break up that rush by the Knights. Now Fashing with it. Doshin will chip it ahead for Paydosh. Paydosh with room. He'll chip that one forward to Fashing across the blue. Paydosh again. That one's chipped down low for Hussey. And it pops out in front as the Fire get a quick change. Missile. Up off the glass by Fashing. That kid could shoot. Barrett on the ice to retrieve that one in the corner. He looks to cycle, can't find a guy. Carson Moe battling on the half wall now. We're going to get a whistle for a hold, I believe. Interesting call there by the men in the stripes. And number 42, Carson Moe, will go sit for 2 on the account of holding. The Knights with a man advantage with 11 minutes to go here in the first. McPartland is able to chip that one down. The Fire go D to D. Here's Dunlap ripping that one down the ice, forcing the Knights to reset. Nelson fires that one down. Excuse me, Newman. Newman Nelson. It's been my dilemma when it comes to names with this JV team. It's always Newman and Nelson. Now Dunlap with it. Trying to stretch it for McPartland. And the Fire will get a quick change. Provenzino on the forecheck. Now Crosby's going to turn and shoot that one past the Knights' defense. Great penalty kill thus far for the Fire. 30 seconds to go for the Knights to generate some opportunity with this man advantage. Doshin, calm and collected as usual, will dump that one down again. And it looks like that one just got hung up on the back of the net. And it almost looks like it's in the net. But it's not. It's on the back. I thought there was maybe a hole in the net for a second, and it managed to pop through the back. But that whistle is going to stop the play for a draw. Carson Moe will escape the box momentarily, and we will now return to 5-on-5 play here in the first. Soltis trying to stretch it for Hoffman. That one pops over the stick of number 39 and off the boards for a whistle. I've been continuously impressed with this JV squad. Their scoring power, their physicality, and their depth. There's not a player on this team that is lacking in any sort of category when it comes to skills, strength, whatever it may be. Every single team on this player can play, and they continue to show it game in, game out. A bright future for this Holy Family Fire program, and a lot of talent across the board. Fashing is going to line up for this draw. He'll win that one to the half wall. Mo firing into the shin pad, and that one's gotta hurt. Mo again. Mo fires. That one goes just wide. You couldn't pay me to take a shot underneath the shin pad from Carson Mo, because that kid's got a missile. And I don't need to be black and blue for the next couple of weeks. Now Mo with it again. Up to Fashing. Fashing dodges a check, but loses track of the puck. Now Fashing with it again. Bryden. Paydosh across the blue. Paydosh fires. Pad save by number 31 in net for the Stars. That one's rung around. Bryden to pinch it off. Shoots one off the side of the net. And Bryden holding his zone again. Nice little power turn up to McPartland, who fires, and there's a save for the Knights. That's number 31, Lane Mastro, in between the pipes for the Knights, and his opposition in the goaltending category is Jack Forsman down in the other end. McPartland, nifty little breakout pass to Egan. Egan with speed. He's got a backdoor player, and Barrett can't find him after the Knights back checkers caught up with that one. Egan just wheeling will ring that one around. Forsman will chip that one into the corner. Rung around, but there's no one there. Newman with it now. Now Nelson. Brady Nelson, the goal scorer for the Fire, will chip that one ahead. Now Newman up to McPartland. McPartland will get that one poked off of his stick as he tries to cut through the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass to Barrett. Barrett's been on a scoring streak as he gets around one, shoots, and it's saved. Good speed, good move, good shot by Barrett. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Angelo Provenzino taking the face-off now for the Fire. Wins that one over to Soltis. Doshin on the point. He'll rip that one through. Another Fire working it down low. Crosby, nice little move in the corner. Crosby takes a hit. There's a shot by Provenzino and a save. I was fixated on Crosby after he looked slow to get up after getting banged up in the corner while Provenzino was rolling out to rip that one into the shoulder of the Knights netminder. Crosby dumping that one across for Soltis. Now the Knights looking to break it out. The Knights go cross ice, but Mesner's there to chip it back in to the Fire offensive zone. Out of the corner is Provenzino. Provenzino fires, gets his rebound, but it'll be a save for St. Michael Albertville. Crosby dumps that one in for Provenzino, working behind the net. Quick shot from the blue by Doshin. Goes wide, and the Knights are going to dump that one down for an icing. 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in this first period of play at the Maple Grove Ice Arena. Fire leading by 1. The Knights looking to even out the scoreline. Davis Hoffman on the draw. Mo will chip that one ahead for Hoffman. Bryden on the point. Bryden fires. That one's pushed to the half wall. The puck escapes the Knights zone, and Bryden's forced to backpedal. He'll find Fahey. Fahey, nice move to the middle of the ice. Fahey's got room over the blue. Fahey fires, and he scores! That one took a deflection, but a great shot in stride for number 12, Danny Fahey. Nonetheless, in the Fire, extend their lead by another. That was number 34, Nick Bryden, with the apple. And the Gino goes to number 12, Danny Fahey, after ripping that one off the shin pad of a nice defenseman and by the goalie. Haydosh looking to hold the blue, and he does a good job. Good stick work there by the senior. Forsman elects to glove that one up for a whistle. Big hit on the point by Johnny Hussey. He is not shying away from laying the body tonight. Haydosh across the blue. Haydosh fires. That one goes just wide. Bryden, D to D. Hussey fans on the one-timer, looks at his stick like, how could you fail me? That one was going top cheese. The Knights looking to break it out. Good stick by Bryden. Mo just gets muscled off that one, but it escapes the Fire zone. Now Mo over to Bryden. One-time pass to Barrett. Great puck movement by the Fire. Here's Jack Barrett. Fires. That one goes wide off a deflection. Haydosh in the slot. Fires just left of the net. Working down low is Barrett. That one pops out front. Fashing can't get to it in time. Now Barrett had an opportunity to fire, lost hold of that one. Mo on the point. Mo opens up, and he just rips another one into the shin pad of the Knights opposition that was coming out to the point to meet him. Mo is the nightmare for all of these St. Michael Albertsville wingers, as he's just ripping shot after shot from the point. Egan. And that was fired, and it's pushed into the corner. We're going to get a penalty called after Newman took a spill. After that hit was a little high on Newman, and that's number 26. Not super happy as he's struggling to close the box door. That's Aiden Hogan taking a break in the sin bin for the Knights, and the Fire will go up with a man advantage. Doshin over to Mesner. McPartland back to Mesner. Mesner fires, tipped down, and it's back in the corner. McPartland on the half wall. Mesner over to Doshin. Doshin rips that one off the shin pad of the Knights opposition. Forsman will set that one up for Doshin as the Fire are forced to reset. Little back and forth move there by number 23. And Barrett takes a spill. McPartland picking up the loose puck. Now Barrett behind the net. Up to Mesner. Back to Barrett. And the Knights will dump that one down to the other end. 1 minute to go on this Fire power play as Doshin spins off a check, but just loses possession of the puck there. There's a shot getting ramped off the stick of Chase Mesner into the netting for a whistle. Just over a minute to go here in the first period of play. Fashing on the draw. Bryden with the Fashing. And that one pops back into the corner for Mo. Good vision by Mo to find Fashing on the breakout. Fashing with speed over the blue line. Fashing just gets muscled off that one, and it'll pop out to Bryden. D to Mo. Mo's going to rip that one. Deflection going wide. Provenzino down low for the Fire. Fashing can't hold on to that one, and it's going to get thrown down. Bryden picking it off, though. And now Mo up the gut. D to Bryden. Bryden's got options on the back door, and it's just tipped wide. We return to 5-on-5 hockey. The Knights get a man back on the ice. 5 seconds remaining in the period. Fashing holds the zone. Fashing rips, and it's off the shin pad again, and 26 looks uncomfy. He is going to be black and blue after that one, and the buzzer will sound on period 1 here at Maple Grove Ice Arena. Fire up by 2 against the Knights, and we'll see you after the resurface. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for period number 2 here at the Maple Grove Ice Arena for this junior varsity tilt between your Holy Family Fire and the St. Michael Albertville Knights. Fire are up 2-0, and now they're going to get a power play opportunity as number 26 of the Knights, Aiden Hogan, heads to the box. Didn't take him long, only 13 seconds into the period, to commit that penalty. Another Fire will have a man advantage as Hogan sits for 2 in the sin bin. McPartland behind the net. That one is going to get dumped down, and Doshin will reset behind the net. Up to Mesner. Cross ice for Provenzino. Now Barrett with speed. Barrett's got options. Barrett around 1. And it gets covered up by number 31, Lane Mastro, in net for the Knights. Here's number 22, Ryan McPartland, on the draw for the Fire. Doshin on the point. Now Mesner over to Doshin. Down to McPartland on the half wall. McPartland toe drags, fires. That one goes wide. Doshin forced to retreat back into the Fire zone. Over to Mesner. Nifty little saucer there. Now Provenzino with speed across the blue. Provenzino cuts across, takes a hit. McPartland picks up the puck. And now Barrett in the corner. That one gets rung around. And this is the first time I've seen this Fire power play really struggle to set up so far here in this Holiday Classic. The Knights doing well to apply pressure on the points. Now Provenzino up to Barrett. Dropping back to Provenzino. Up to Doshin. He'll one-time that one. Big rebound. And Provenzino picks it up. Doshin again with it on the blue. Over to Mesner. Down to McPartland. McPartland, backdoor pass to Provenzino. But he can't get a full stick on that one. Hogan escapes the box for the Knights, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here in the second period. Odd man rush here for the Knights. There's a backhand shot. Forsman with the save, and he pokes it into the corner. Jack Forsman standing tall for the Fire and net. Provenzino with McPartland. Provenzino fires and scores! And he gives a little shrug to his teammates, almost saying, yeah, no biggie. A nice, quick stop on the rush for Provenzino, and he fires that one low far side. It's my dad's favorite hockey saying. He says, low far side and you'll never miss. And I say, Dad, it looks a heck of a lot cooler if you go bar south, but I guess low far side works if you're scoring. We're going to get a whistle there, and Padosh will head to the box for slashing. The Knights now with a power play opportunity. It's their turn to have a man advantage as number 7, Kieran Padosh, will do the time for committing the crime. The Knights ripping one from the point, and it gets deflected wide. Mo's going to chip that one down the ice, and Fashing almost got a hold of it. And we got a whistle there. The ref called an icing, and he's admitting his mistake here to the players. That was not supposed to be an icing, and he's not having it from Hussey. Hussey, I heard him from over the glass. He goes, "You're supposed to know that, ref." And I can't help but agree. But hey, we all make mistakes. Even the men in stripes. The Knights looking to set one up. There's a shot. Forsman. His chest like a marshmallow. Just absorbing that shot from the hash marks. 11 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the second. The Knights with a man advantage for another minute 16. Nelson will fire that one down the ice. Crosby doing well on the forecheck. Soltis will pinch that one off and fire it back behind the nets. The Knights net. Say that 10 times fast. Knights net, Knights net, Knights net. Okay, I won't do it 10. You don't need to hear all that. Nice move there behind the net. And St. Michael Albertville will cross the blue. There's a shot going wide for blue. That one goes wide. Now the Knights with it on the point. There's a shot. Nice block by Nelson off the shin pad. Another block by Crosby. And Soltis will throw that one to the other end. That's the end of the Knights power play, and we're back to full strength for the Fire. Doshin can't connect with a white sweater, and that one will be an icing, the correct call this time. Here's Hoffman on the draw. I can't help but notice Hoffman's got one of the most interesting tape jobs I've ever seen. He's got a candy cane on the bottom half that moves down into the blade. You know, some people say a TJ is a form of self-expression. I wonder what that says about Hoffman. And now Doshin in the corner. Flannery working on the half wall. Down for Hoffman. You know, one time I had a teammate who put tape all the way up his entire stick. He said it helped him grip the stick better. I'm like, dude, that's got to be 10 pounds of tape on your twig. I don't think it's helping. But he also scored a lot, so I guess it worked for him. Fahey trying to pick that one up in the middle of the ice. And it's going to be a hand pass for a whistle. Bryden laying the body and pinching that puck off. Now Mo retreating into the Fire zone. Mo shakes a man. One would say he broke his ankles. Now Mo in the slot. He's got options over to Egan. Egan's going to rip that one wide. Mo holding the blue. Back down for Barrett. The Knights go off the glass. And it is too heavy for any player to reach it. And we'll get a whistle for an icing. 7:33 to go here in the second. The Fire up by 3. Angelo Provenzino on the draw. Such a cool name. Angelo Provenzino. His parents knew what they were doing with that one. Sounds like a movie star. Dunlap takes a hit. Provo working in the corner. That one goes high up into the netting. I wonder if his teammates have ever given him the nickname Provolone. Probably not. I wouldn't want to be nicknamed after a cheese. Crosby, nice move in the slot, but he gets stuffed. Puck was loose, but it's covered now for a whistle, and both teams will get a quick change. Ladies and gentlemen, I've mentioned it before, but we have fan night coming up in about a month on Thursday, January 26th. Be at the Victoria Rec Center as your Holy Family Fire take on the Delano Tigers. It's a night filled with hockey, with both the girls' JV and varsity teams playing at 5 and the boys' JV and varsity teams playing at 7 on the east and west rinks. There's going to be tons of prizes, raffles, shuck-a-puck, all the works, and even free pizza for all of the fans. How can you say no to free pizza? You know, I could go for a slice right now, but I also have eaten out like every single day this week, so I should probably save some money. But you won't have to worry about that on the 26th because it's free. I wish I could be there in person, but unfortunately, I'm going to be back in the lovely city of Omaha, Nebraska for school, but you should be at the rec center on the 26th for Fire Fan Night. Bryden firing that one from the point. Hoffman down low. Mo over to Bryden. Bryden will ring that one around. Nice little hit there by Hoffman in the corner. Fahey laying the body as well. And we've got a whistle for an icing. And now Fahey is going to head to the box. I'm not sure what penalty he committed. And I think the call was for interference after he laid that hit on the half wall. So the Fire will look to kill off this 2-minute penalty with 5:21 to go here in the second. The Knights setting things up on the blue line. Slap shot. Shoulder saved by Forsman. The Knights working it on the point. There's another shot. Saved by Jack. We've got oohs and ahs from the spectators as shoving ensues in front of the crease. And we're going to get 2 in the box for the Fire and 1 for the Knights. That's Carson Moe and Nick Bryden, I believe, for the Fire after they were sticking up for their goaltender on that last save. The refs having a word with the Fire bench as the keepers of the scoreboard are trying to allocate the proper penalty minutes for each team. It's a party in the penalty box for the Fire. We've got 3 men in there right now. And it's a 5-on-3 advantage for the Knights. So I believe one of those penalties was coincidental and the other one was not. So the Fire are going to look to kill this one off while being down by 2 players. Here's the Knights trying to generate some offense on the peeper. Forsman with a save. Mesmer going hard in the corner. Cross ice pass for the Knights, but it's bobbled. Mesner winning that puck back, and he's going to ring it around. Exceptional defensive work by number 10 in white to relieve some pressure for the Fire. McPartland wins that one, wraps it around, but he can't score, and he's going to get into a shoving match after the whistle. Great work by Mesner on one end and McPartland on the other, but he just couldn't tuck that one around Mastro of the Knights. The Fire regain a man. It's 5-on-4 for 10 more seconds. That one gets dumped down. Fashing can't handle it. And now Bryden is out of the box for the Fire, and we're back to 5-on-5. Hussey in the corner. Nelson on the point. Nate fires that one off the glass. Fashing and Paydosh working down low. Fashing with it. Over to Hussey. Hussey. Oh, he thought about it. Hussey rolling around, gets tripped up, but the refs hold on to their whistle there. He's looking around like he can't believe it, and a nifty passing play between Newman and Fashing. And the Fire pot another. That was number 4. Mason Fashing on the goal had the Knights netminder bamboozled. Newman on the feed. Fashing, nice move down low. Takes a big dive. Hussey winding up to take that one, but it just bobbles into the corner. The Knights get past Doshin. Hussey laying the body, though, on the back check. Mesner gets tripped up. There's a shot, and a penalty will be called on that one. On the men in blue. It's penalty pandemonium here in the second period, as now the Fire will have a power play opportunity. That's number 34 in the box for the Knights, Alex Hernandez. Crosby on the half wall. Down low to Provenzino. Doshin wants it on the blue, and he gets it. Back to Mesner. Mesner's going to rip that one off the shin pad into the corner. Provenzino to Crosby. And the Fire will turn that one over. And Forsman will set it up behind the net for Mesner. Up to Soltis. Over to Provenzino. Nifty reception through the legs there. Provenzino in the corner to Soltis. Up to Crosby to Mesner. There's a shot going high off the glass, and it'll escape the zone. Crosby with it now. Over to Doshin. Doshin cutting through the middle. He's got space to fire. He does it. He scores. Alex Doshin rips one over the blocker with 33.4 seconds to go. I had a feeling he would bury that one. The defense just gave him a little too much time and space, and a player of his caliber is not missing from that range. And he puts the Fire up by 5. Barrett across the blue. He's got McPartland on the back door, dropping it for Mo. Back to Barrett. But they lose track of that one. Barrett spinning around. And we've got another penalty. I think we've played a collective 15 seconds this period at 5-on-5 as the Fire go down a man. That's Barrett in the box for 2. 10 seconds to go in the period. Mo, nice work in the corner. He's got McPartland to stretch it. It's just too long. And the buzzer will sound. That's the end of the second. Here in Maple Grove, Forsman holding on to a shutout. Fire up by 5. We'll get a quick resurface here, and we'll see you after the break. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for period number 3 in this JV tilt between the Holy Family Fire and the St. Michael Albertville Knights. The Fire are up 5-rip against the Knights. Currently killing off a penalty as Jack Barrett sits in the box for 2. Egan stretching it for McPartland. He's got one man to beat McPartland. Still with it. Little cycle play for Egan. Egan rolls around out front. Can't get that shot off. And the Knights will skate up the ice now. Egan still applying pressure. He'll win that puck. Up to Doshin on the point. Doshin, good patience, rings that one around. Mesner to pinch it off. Fires that one into the opposite corner. And now the Knights with possession. Nice. Well, I was going to say nice hit there by Fashing, but it's a penalty instead. I think that one was on the account of slashing as Mason Fashing will sit for 2, and the Knights will get another 5-on-3 opportunity until Barrett gets out of the box. Should we do more rhyming? Slashing, Fashing? I'm just going to start giving you guys a bunch of tongue twisters. Let me know which ones are hardest in the comments. Good save there by Forsman. Barrett in the box for 9 more seconds. Haydosh on the draw. Haydosh will dump that one down. And now Hussey on the ice, 4 versus 5. St. Michael Albertville with a 1-man advantage. Hussey firing, and he scores. Johnny Hussey hits the Cristiano Ronaldo Suey celebration. I never thought I'd see that one on a hockey rink, but leave it to Hussey. Short-handed. And he puts the Fire up by 6. He's such a fun player to watch. He's either chirping someone, hitting someone, John at the ref, or scoring a goal. Johnny Hussey does it all, and he hits a soccer celebration after potting that one short-handed. If you're not familiar with the celebration he did, look it up. And if you're not familiar with Cristiano Ronaldo, he's like the most famous athlete ever. But anyways, we don't got to talk about soccer at the ice rink. Crosby takes a hit down low. Provenzino now with it. Soltis firing that one, but it's deflected wide. Soltis with it still in the corner. Can't find Dunlap on the point. Griffin Newman will go D to D with his partner Dunlap. Dunlap with it now. Now Soltis. Newman will pinch that one off. Now Crosby retreating into the fire zone as the Knights get a quick change. Crosby, past one. Gets tripped up by the second, and he picks the puck back up. McPartland on the half wall. He'll throw that one back into the zone on his backhand. It'll move in the corner by Provenzino. Can't hold on to it. McPartland to Provenzino. Provenzino's got room, and he roofs one. Excuse me, that was Barrett, not Provo. And number 35, Jack Barrett, fires that one up over the glove of the Knights netminder to put the Fire up by a touchdown. That's always a very satisfying sound to watch the puck go in the net and ring around the underbar as it just did for Barrett. That's hockey ASMR right there. And I believe that was McPartland with the apple. Egan up to McPartland. McPartland's got room. McPartland on the backhand. But he spins into the corner, and we are going to get yet another penalty for hooking on the Knights. Number 32, Carter Bush of STMA will sit for two. The Fire looking to extend their lead. We're into running time now here in the third. That one gets ramped up into the ceiling for a whistle. Mo on the point. He'll ring that one around for Bryden. Down to Hoffman on the half wall, who fires, save made, rebound out in front, puck's loose, and it's into the corner for Hoffman. Bryden holds the zone there. But now the Knights will dump it back towards Forsman, and Mo will set up behind the net. Cross ice pass, Fahey to Bryden. Bryden with speed across the blue. Bryden drop pass, one-timer up into the netting. Nifty behind the back pass by Bryden on the rush there. These players just continue to impress. They're trying new things, new moves, new combos. It's fun to watch. And fun to commentate. Nelson helping out in the corner there. And the ref's just going to blow the whistle after the puck was stuck against the boards for a little too long. Ref's going to call that one back. For a redraw. Fashing out in front. Fashing hammering that one into the chest of Mastro. Just can't get it up over his shoulder. Newman to Nelson. Nelson fires. He scored one this afternoon from the point already. Hussey behind the net. Hussey's going to do it. Oh, my gosh. I thought he had it. Johnny Hussey with a Michigan attempt, I could have sworn. Oh, that call would have been crazy. And I'm sure his celebration would have been even crazier. Johnny Hussey almost pulling off the impossible here in the third. Fashing rips one into the cage of Mastro. Now Fashing behind the net. Doshin to Fashing. That one's fired by Padosh, going wide. He'll dump that one down. Big time collision between Fashing and a Knights player. Back to full strength hockey. Doshin with speed. He'll take a check in the corner. Padosh to retrieve that one. Over to Mesmer. Chipping it ahead for Soltis. We'll grab that one out of the air. He had Fashing on the back door. Fashing behind the net now. Little cycle play. Crosby just chipping that one towards net for a whistle. Provo on the draw. He slips one through. Almost found Crosby on the back door. Mesner ripping one going just wide. Mesner goes to ground. Nice move. Now Crosby with it. Crosby still across the blue, and it's going to be just offsides. On the fire. 2:30 to go here in the last period of play. Egan lining up for the faceoff. Egan behind the net. He goes cross ice to Momo. Fires. Pad save. McPartland across the blue. Over to Bryden. Bryden power turns. Bryden still. Barrett behind the net up to Mo on the point. Mo ringing it around for Egan. McFarland in the slot. Can't get that one quite to the net. Mo takes a spill but holds onto the puck and then dumps that one in on his backhand. Relentless fire forecheck here as the Knights struggle to get it out with a minute to go in the game. Mo once again on the blue. Nice move by Mo. McPartland, oh my gosh, another Michigan attempt. So close. And a toe drag by Mo. These kids are getting creative. Man, McPartland almost just had it, and then Hussey did too earlier in the period. I'm telling you, just a little more wax, and it's green. It's going to happen, and it's going to be highlight reel stuff. That one will get dumped down. Forsman will play it to keep the clock running. 10 seconds to go as Mo crosses the blue. Dropping it to Egan on the point. Egan will rip that one just wide. And there is the buzzer. Fire win 7-0 against the St. Michael Albertville Knights. And that's the end of the JV team's run here at the Premier Holiday Classic in the Grove. Impressive performances over the past 3 days by this JV squad, winning each game by 7. They had 22 goals over 3 games. It's impressive stuff. Impressive stuff. We will see you back here on this broadcast at 2:30 as the varsity team takes on the Knights. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll